Welcome to the Scares We Savor. I'm your waiter and host, Sean Thompson, and today on the menu we have Primate. After years of self-imposed exile, following her mother's tragic passing, Lucy finally returns home to her family's cliffside estate in Hawaii. Winter break offers the perfect window for her to reconnect with her sister and her father, who's a workaholic. She brings along her friends Hannah and Kate, hoping this tropical escape will finally heal the old wounds. However, the most remarkable member of the household isn't human. It's Benjamin, a highly intelligent chimpanzee who is raised by Lucy's mother to be a part of the family. Using American Sign Language and a digital voice box, Ben acts as a bridge between Lucy and the memory of her mother. However, things take a turn for the worse when Benjamin is bit by an infected mongoose. As the rabies take hold, the once gentle companion turns into this calculating predatory force. The house makes for the perfect setting with isolation in mind, and the group must outsmart a family member who knows their every move and weakness. Let's break down Primate's flavor profile. While the film doesn't have buckets of blood, it does contain the realism of a chimp attack, which adds a level of reality to it, which I find quite wonderful. On the scale between bone dry to buckets of blood, I would give it a 4 out of 5. As for intensity, this film scores a 4 out of 5. It is a very intense film, and there's a lot of great flavors in here. The one issue I might have is the pacing. The build-up can be a bit slow, but when you get into the actual parts where Ben goes, hate to say it, bananas, it is quite delightful to watch. This film balances jump scares and atmosphere quite well, generally segmenting pieces with dark humor and intensity, which gives it a 3 out of 5, a nice balance. With this being part of the subgenre of animals attack, I would give this a 5 out of 5. Not only does it punctuate everything with practical effects, but it reins it in enough with realism to make it truly memorable. What adds gravity to this film is the fact that it is all done practically with a little bit of CG splashed in there. The animal attacks feel very real. The weight of the hits that Benjamin takes, the way he approaches, is just absolutely mesmerizing. The movie does have some issues with pacing, but for the most part, the gore and the way it's done is fantastic. My only recommendation would be, if you are going into this movie blind, do yourself a favor and kind of look into chimp attacks, because when you see Benjamin reacting the way he does, it really takes a turn for the worse when he has those quiet moments and you know what he is capable of. If you're hungry for more and you enjoyed the pool standoff, why not try the original recipe with Jaws? It's the gold standard for stay out of the water. The primal fear of what's circling outside of your safe zone makes it a clean, classic palate cleanser that never goes out of style. If not, if you're looking for something a little bit more elevated, The Fall is another great example, with Nowhere to Run spice sprinkled all over it. I recommend Fall because it swaps the Hawaiian estate for a 2,000-foot radio tower, and being helpless with predators and vertigo makes it truly a tense watch. The last one I'd recommend would be Backcountry. If the realism of the chimp attacks is what you craved, Backcountry is your main course. It's grounded with brutal bear attacks and relies on the same visceral, bone-crunching practical effects that Primate used, which was so effective. Nature isn't always friendly. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the all-time classic and the archetype for this movie, Cujo. Similar to Primate, Cujo is about a lovable dog getting rabies and terrorizing a family in a small car. If you know, you know. If you've enjoyed your stay at the Scares We Savor, please leave us a like and a follow, and we'd love to serve you again. I'm Sean Thompson. Bon appetit.